Time now for your forewarned weather with Garrett James.
Oh boy, we've got some changes to the weather that everyone in the viewing area is going to want to know about. Garrett James is in St. George for us tonight with the details. Hey, Garrett.
Oh, hey, Brian. Yeah, that's exactly right. We've got a lot of changes in the forecast, and they're rapidly approaching. By the time we get to tomorrow, we're going to be looking a little bit colder and a little bit wetter all across the state. Now, we are tracking winter weather advisories for southern Utah. Now, they don't quite stretch up to Millard and Sevier County and north of there, but we can see just west of there and even just south of the state, there's more winter weather advisories showing that we are going to be looking at a winter storm heading this way. So mainly for the southern mountains, periods of heavy snowfall of about 5 to 10 inches will be possible, mainly in the upper elevations, of course, but plan on a few slick roadways and maybe even some blowing snow. Now, as far as driving conditions, we can see there is going to be high travel impacts right around the county lines, just around Juab and just north of there, but we can see right around the county lines, and we can see that's just a little bit of red right there, and even really between Cedar City and into central Garfield County, we're going to be looking at some high travel impacts. However, one thing I will say is we're tracking a couple of systems heading this way. Take a look, low pressure moving in, but it drops just south of the state, and that's why we're mainly seeing those winter weather advisories for the southern portion of the state. But that moves out of the area and gives way for yet another system arriving Friday into Saturday, and then take a look, yet another one arriving over the weekend, heading into likely the beginning of next week. So we've got a string of systems heading our way, not impacting the area yet. So the current radar shows that we're looking dry, but for how long? Well, the Futurecast shows that we can see starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning just to our west and into the eastern parts of Nevada, we're going to be looking at snow starting, but that rain-snow mixture into Washington County is going to take place right around lunchtime, and we can even see that continuing into northern Utah. So despite us seeing those winter weather advisories in southern Utah, we're also going to be looking at winter weather taking place in the northern portion of the state, just not as heavy of impacts. And so we fast forward through Thursday, we can see we start to clear up a little bit, but we'll be tracking a little bit more precipitation for northern Utah by Friday, and Friday night continues over into Saturday and even into Sunday as we track that next system heading into the weekend. So we're tracking just a few systems. So how much snow are we looking at through Thursday evening? Well, it looks like the bulk of it is going to be just around the Richfield area, stretching from there all the way to Cedar City and even the Bryan Head area. So let's take a look at temps now. Before I have to wrap up, we can see temperatures in the 20s and 30s mainly, but the 40s in St. George and at Lake Powell. 33 for the low tonight in St. George, 22 Nephi, 26 Salt Lake City, 21 Wendover and Ely, 32 for the high tomorrow in Wendover, 44 Salt Lake City, 48 for St. George. Here's a look at the Wasatch Front 7-day forecast it shows, and this has changed a lot even since I did the weather on Saturday. We can see a lot of isolated snow chances here over the next 7 days. And then for St. George, take a look at this. Rain chances through Thursday, dry out Friday and Saturday, then a rain snow shower chance by Sunday.
All right, Garrett, thank you very much.